hi there, food friends. It is Kevin.
And Marianne behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. I almost said Always Analog, Marianne,
That's your other channel.
That's my other channel. Check it out if you haven't already. But this is Cavalcade of Food, and you're in the right place if you want to be a part of some holiday baking, which is what we're doing today. I'm on a baking kick because we're entertaining. We're having people over our house. We are going to other people's homes for parties. I've got a big cookie mingle at work, and I want to be able to take a few things there to share with my colleagues. So today, Marianne, we're making happy bars. How does that sound? We like happy, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So we're going to make happy bars. I love bar cookies because, frankly, they are a little bit of a time saver and easy to make, not making multiple batches and things like that. So I've got a big baking dish here. This is a, what did we say it was, Mayor? 14 by 10 by 2. You could do this in a 9 by 13 if you had one. It would just be, the bars would be a little bit thicker. They're sweet, so I like to spread them out a little bit. Okay, so if you've got one this size, if you don't, no sweat, okay, use your 9 by 13. So we're going to get started. As always, the recipe is below the description, and let's get happy with our happy bars. Okay, Mayor, we are going to make a crust for our happy bars, bottom crust, and we're going to enlist some help from a box cake mix. How about that? I've said it before and I'll say it again. No crime, okay? No one's going to call the police on you because you're using a box mix. So that's what we're going to do. And because this is in our new world now, this is 15 1/4 ounces. Cake mixes used to be about 18 1/2 ounces. So I have an upsizer, and you can check out my video on cake mix upsizer if you want. I'll try to put a link to it. But this one is for chocolate cake. It's got a little cocoa in it. And I'm going to just stir that in. So, you know what this is, Mayor, don't you? This tool?
Pastry blender.
You are correct, sister girl. And while we're not making a pastry, we are making a crust, and we use that for cutting in. So I've got a stick of butter here, and we're going to use our pastry blender to cut in, just as if we were making a pie or a pastry crust, okay? So we want to get this nice. Can the camera see what I'm doing, honey?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to keep at it here, keep cutting until I get it to the consistency that I want, which will be sort of like rough grain. There. You see that?
Yep.
That's what I want. So this is going to be our crust. By the way, these hands, clean teen. We wash our hands a lot, don't we, Mare?
Yes, we do.
They are the best kitchen tools. All right, so I've lightly greased this pan, sprayed it with nonstick spray. I'm using my measuring cup here to sort of pat this down. See how that works, Mare?
Yeah.
Try to get the crust somewhat even. just lightly. You don't need to jam this down, just so that it kind of holds its shape here. Okay, how's that, Mare?
Looks good.
All right, so now we're going to make this happy, and we're going to do so by sprinkling on the top here different things, like 1 cup of butterscotch chips. I'll say you could also use a peanut butter chip or a toffee chip if you want. Okay? Then 1 cup of chocolate chips. Now I'm using a semi-sweet, which I think works nicely, Mare. You could also use milk chocolate if you were so inclined. Trying to be even-handed here to the best I can. Okay. Then, check it out, Mare. 1 cup of shredded coconut. So, if this ain't happy, I don't know what is. Let's spread that around. Kids love this. All right, and then I've got a can here of sweetened condensed milk. Okay? Not evaporated milk. Sweetened condensed. Big difference in those two products. I'm going to put the whole can over the top here. If you haven't used this before, it's very thick. It's basically milk that has been evaporated. And sugar cooked together. And I'm going to get all of it out here. So, you know, Mare, I know our food friends, many of them are very experienced cooks and bakers. So I always love hearing, is there a cookie, and these you can certainly make all year round, but is there something special that you cook, or bake, I should say, at the holidays that's a real crowd pleaser? Share that with us in the comments. Yeah, I want to get every bit of this 14 ounce here. Okay, so honey, we're all set. Now this is going to go in a 350-degree oven for 20 to 30 minutes. We just want to get the top to be sort of lightly golden brown. Okay. So, Mare, this is a classic cavalcade moment. And for those of you watching, I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this. I had toasted a cup of walnuts here earlier because that's how I like them, toasted. And guess what, Mare? When I was putting in the chips and the coconut, I was supposed to put in the nuts, and I just forgot. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to put the nuts right on top here. And we'll let this all bake up. Okay, so there are nuts in here too. They normally go on the, not on the bottom, but in with the chips and coconut, but I'm going to just pat them down. And you know what, folks? This is stuff that happens, and anybody who has done a lot of cooking and baking, you've been there, you roll with it, don't we, honey?
Yes.
It's also called life, all right? So sometimes you forget things, and it's not that you forgot it, it's what you do about it and what you remember. All right, we're going to get this in the oven. So here we are. Ooh. Look at that. So it's been about 30 minutes. And you can see, Mare, we've got a nice golden brown top. And I don't know, I kind of like it with the nuts on the top. That was one of those little accidents. But we are going to, you can see it's hot. But that's good because that means the chocolate is melted, the butterscotch is melted, and we're going to just let that cool before we cut it into bars. I'm happy. Are you happy?
I'm happy.
So, Mara, I'm just going around the edge here of our happy bars. They have cooled completely, and I'm going to cut them into bars, but first, let's see, I'm going to cut them just one corner piece. There we go. All right, honey, I've got my corner piece. And I see that beautiful, remember we used Devil's Food Cake mix for the crust?
Yeah.
Look at that beautiful chocolate crust. Butterscotch, chocolate, coconut, walnuts. It's got kind of a gooey but firm top with that crust. Oh my gosh, that crust is good. It's borderline overwhelming. Wow.
And it makes you happy.
Come on, let's get happy. I am happy. These will put a smile on anyone's face. Oh my God. Great textures, great flavors. And I mean, you're going to get a lot out of these. Take them everywhere. Put these in a nice tin. Who wouldn't want a tin of these, right, Mare?
Right.
Talk about a beautiful Christmas gift. Yum. What can we say? Again, recipe, Mare, is
Below the
video.
video.
Yeah, in the description. Let's see. We want to wish each and every one of you a beautiful holiday, a Merry Christmas. This is such a magical time of year. It's a good time of year to eat stuff like this because we're all going on diets next month. But really a treat, and it's delicious. So this is, again, it's great these are great at Christmas time, but you could make these any time of the year, and you would please the crowd, I'm here to tell you. I need to say thank you to my kid sister for working the camera.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sister girl. We want to thank our food friends for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe if you haven't done so. That helps the channel immensely. And we are just grateful for you. And we wish you the very warmest and most beautiful holiday here as we wind down this year. And so I just hope everyone is well and everyone is warm, and we'll look forward to being with you again soon here on Cavalcade of Food. Bye, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Bye.